Maybe it's time to let the old ways die.
So Jackson, Maine has hearing loss from noise exposure, and as a result of that has tinnitus, or ringing in the ears, and that's quite bothersome to him. And I think what you see throughout the movie is you see him struggling to communicate. Of course, someone who's in the hearing world or has a family member with hearing loss may appreciate that. Probably a lot of other people it may have missed that. But during the movie, he actually has difficulty communicating with other people, and that's all from noise exposure. So it's noise exposure that causes hearing loss. Tinnitus affects over 30 million people in the United States, so it's actually quite common. Most people, they're aware of it. It's not too bothersome. They live with it. But there are cases where it can get quite severe. And in fact, we've actually unfortunately had patients that become so severe they are admitted to a psychiatric ward, and rarely some people will commit suicide as a result of it. So it can get quite bad. To fight tinnitus, it's really prevention. So if we can prevent the hearing loss, we'll prevent the noise exposure, we prevent the tinnitus from developing, because the tinnitus is actually the brain's response to the hearing loss. So once you have the hearing loss, the brain actually makes up sound to fill in the gap, and that's the tinnitus that happens. But it's inside your head. It's a very real sound to the person who has it. It's not something we can necessarily measure, but it is inside, and it can be quite bothersome for people. Musicians tend to be much more sensitive to any type of change within their hearing. Unfortunately, musicians are also in a very difficult position because many of them are around loud noise, especially those that are performing in large venues. But even musicians that are performing in small venues, the noise level inside the small venues can actually get quite high. So anything over 85 decibels is something that could potentially cause damage to the hearing.